Dude, fuck it. I'll go Matt Carpenter.
Okay.
Like Matt Carpenter right now has the highest OPS of all players with 50 plate appearances or more in a landslide. He's hit 8 home runs. I know the last one was against a position player, but go get it, Matty. That's more home runs than he hit his last 2 seasons in the Cardinals combined. He's not using batting gloves. He's got that mustache. I mean, he should be challenging JD for playing time, I think. I know that it was interesting because Savali and McKenzie both have reverse splits. So you would have thought Carpenter would play against McKenzie, but he played against I forget who he started against. Savali?
Carpenter? He started against the guy who got called up, right? Not Pilkington. McCarty.
He started game 1, Carp?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he a righty or lefty?
He was righty, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Check.
But anyway, I mean, Donaldson's
he's a lefty. Sorry.
Yeah, that because they did reverse splits. They started the lefty versus the lefty, and then JD versus Tristan. But if you look at that pitcher and McKenzie's splits, they're reverse pitch split pitchers. Anyway, I guess quickly platoon them. Would you do that, or is it more? I would understand if someone would say it's more worthwhile just to get JD going. His last 5 hits before today were all doubles. He had like a hit a game in his last 4 hits. So if someone was to say it's in our better interest to keep Carpenter as a bench piece and doing it off the bench and starting JD, I would get it. But I think I would platoon him for a little.
Well, something of note, James, did you see where Matt Carpenter finished today's game?
First? Third?
Right field.
Oh.
His first appearance in right field since 2014, I think. So I don't think that's on the table. I think that was very much more Luke Voigt in right field when he came over. But here's what I'll say, because you've been on the Marwin train. And by the way, Marwin's deserved it, whether shortstop or corner outfield. You can point at a couple specific guys and say he's been better. We need to flush out this Matt Carpenter thing. And the question is the how, because Donaldson, he hasn't been bad enough that you punt on. Baseball's a tough sport. His OPS is at 700. He's around league average. The Yankees are paying him a good amount of money. This is where the business side of baseball comes in, that the Yankees aren't going to punt on Josh Donaldson until October if they really need to. Yeah, so if for me, and this isn't necessarily how it works because you got to really start shuffling bodies around, but if it came down to getting Marwin at bats or Matt Carpenter at bats, get Matt Carpenter at bats, because Marwin, end of the day, is going to be Marwin Gonzalez. He's super versatile. He gives you an at bat from both sides. Matt Carpenter may have found something. I don't think it's a 900 slugging, but like Matt Carpenter, he's got the story, right? Like, this is a guy who was a really good baseball player, 3-time All-Star, Silver Slugger. Like he has the resume. Couple weird years with the Lou. He has a story. He went around a bunch of hitting coach and different hitters to try to figure it out. And man, it looks like he has. So I don't know. I mean, is there a world where Matt Carpenter finds a way as like a starting player in a playoff lineup? Absolutely.